The Amazon rainforest is immense. In Peru alone, it's half of the country, an area the size of France. But like elsewhere, that's fast reducing. Saving our forests is one of the biggest challenges of our time, and there are many people working to make that happen. Through a local contact, we heard about a rosewood reforestation project in the High Ucayali. Lush uses a tenth of the world's production of rosewood oil, so I thought it was worth investigating a potential new sustainable source. Ben from the buying team joined me on this jungle journey. We're here in the river Ucayali in Pucallpa, Peru, and we're just about to start on one of our adventures of this trip. We're gonna go to this community that's been planting rosewood for 3 years. So come with me and let's enjoy the adventure. The vast waters of the river give you a taste of nature's powerful energy. But all along the way, we saw signs of humans' broken relationship with our mother. There were enormous barges carrying logs down the river, a lot of it from illegal logging. This wood gets used for furniture and buildings across the world. There were also signs of slash and burn agriculture and areas of monoculture plantation, slowly exhausting the nutrients in the soil. But we also ate many wonderful tropical fruits and were even greeted by a black river dolphin. Pueblo Nuevo del Caco is one of the hundreds of river communities in the Ucayali. The indigenous Shipibo people were once the great guardians of the forest and had unmatched knowledge of medicinal plants and herbs. However, historically, many communities have fallen victim to the immediate rewards offered by the logging companies. Our host was Pancho, a former leader of the community. He told me that the place was set up by 10 families of Shipibo people who were logging for a big farm in the 60s. They had set up camp in the area and decided to create a settlement so their kids could have a place to study. The school still is at the heart of the community and all the kids have access to education. The leaders are elected every 2 years and all decisions are voted on. They work from 5 to 9 a.m. on communal services before getting on with their private work. But there isn't much work, and a lot of the young people have moved away to the city. Pancho told me how logging still is part of what they do. They have a 20-year-old logging concession for 400 hectares a year, done in a sustainable way, taking only a small number of trees and allowing the species to grow back. This provides a small amount of money to the community, but Pancho is worried about conservation. He shows me this hardwood, which he's planning on collecting the seeds to replanting large scale. There isn't much of it left around the area, as most of it has been taken illegally. With the help of the community, he has created a demonstration reforestation project in an area of 1 hectare. He planted 200 trees of mostly commercial species, but there were only 5 rosewood trees for us to see, as that's the number you would naturally find in that much area of a forest. Part of our mission was to see if there were nice raw materials we could use at Lush. Almost every plant had a benefit, but there were some we loved most. This is an aphrodisiac plant. It smells really good. I'm saying I'm in love now. Oh wow, it smells exactly like snow globe. Caperona was being used to treat third-degree burns on some of the village kids. They make a juice from the bark of the tree and apply it to the skin every day. It regenerates the skin and also clears any scars and spots. This is aguaje. It's really rich in fat. This is a very oily fruit. And I just found out that they also use this for sun protection. This is the makeup from the jungle. It's called achote, or in Portuguese, urucum. And you can just put it on 100% natural, preservative free. It comes in its own packaging. You just open like this, and then you can here. Put on your lips, and then you can put the rest in your pocket. In maquillaje, and you have makeup to go. Then it was our turn to show some of the things we make. They loved the solid shampoo bars, and I told them that we had a product named Jungle. How fitting. In English, es selva. In the evening, we were asked to speak with the leaders of the village. The community had gathered in force. We talked about conservation and agroforestry planting techniques for cacao. Since the meeting, they made a decision to use the techniques we suggested. Lush has paid for 3,000 plants and the agroforestry technicians to go and show them how to plant cacao without clearing the forest. It was time to go find some denser tropical forest. 6 men to a canoe, actually 1 woman.
We're going to the forest!
The river is their source of food, transport and water, and of course, fun. We saw amazing birds' nests and beautiful communities of plants on trees. But even though it all looks very lush and forested, many of the big animals are gone, and the trees that should form the top layer of the canopy have been cut down. And then it was our turn to test the waters.
So nice and warm, the water, actually.
Hopefully, we'll come back to buy some of the cacao we helped to plant and keep supporting the true guardians of the forest.